What's going on, LOCKTALK family? It's your boy Jason, and I'm back for another MLB picks and breakdown video. Before I go off, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want some more free plays and picks and props just like this. We don't only do baseball, we're going to be doing football in a few weeks, and then as soon as you know it, basketball and a bunch of other sports will be back. So we're going to keep on rocking. Man, the season so far has been absolutely incredible for baseball. The props in particular, I love coming up here and dropping some prop spots. And I'm here to do it, man. But before I go off and I start talking about the first play, make sure you come to my site, grab a package, go right here to the daily package. And right here, you can definitely see it. But I have a special place to apply a promo code for you guys right here. Use that code down below and you'll get a super discount on today's daily card. So let's get to it, man. Straight to it. And before I go off, let's start talking about the placement. So let me move the screen around and then we'll get it rocking and rolling, man. So the first guy I want to talk about today on the few spots I'm looking at, it's really late tonight. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. I went through some plays. Obviously, things can change. So I was wanting you guys to be aware of that, things can change over the course of the next few hours. By the time I wake up, weather can change, pitchers can change, etc. But the few spots that I do like, I'm going to talk about it. One of them is definitely my man Bailey Ober of the Minnesota Twins. It's a little bit of a juice play, minus 150, but if you grab this line early, I think it's not a bad spot. Bailey Ober, he's looked pretty good in his last 10 games. Been under 2.5 earned runs in the last 8 of 10 games, and he has a really good matchup in my opinion. He's going against the Texas Rangers, who have a lot of guys who are very dangerous, man. I mean, they have, Nathaniel hasn't been as good as last year, but Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, Grossman, Langford, Jankowski. All these guys are good. Not as good as last year. Corey Seager's definitely been stepping it up, but over the last 30 days in the season, they have been one of the weakest teams against right-handed pitchers, and Bailey Ober has been an excellent right-handed pitcher, man. Just take a look at the rankings right here. But not only that, if you take a look at his fastball and some of his pitch mix, some of these guys are okay, but nothing that bounce off the page in my opinion. I think his pitch mix and how the Rangers have been playing, they did play very well against the Boston Red Sox. But the Boston Red Sox is a super pitcher, batter-friendly ballpark. The pitching in the Red Sox aren't the greatest in my opinion. So the Rangers definitely did very well in the last few games that they just played. But the Minnesota Twins, I think, are a different animal. Bailey Ober is a good pitcher. Just take a look at the teams he's played. Cleveland Guardians, a very tough team. They don't strike out that much. A little bit weaker recently against right-handed pitching, but nonetheless, still a very good team. White Sox, they're not a good team. But, they did some damage on my Yankees. So, hey, still, they're pretty dangerous when they can be. Detroit blanked them. The Phillies, good team, as you know, only gave up 2 earned runs there. They get hit against the White Sox the first time out, but Detroit, Seattle, Oakland right here, around this time, they weren't so dangerous as they are now, but very dangerous team right now. And got rocked by Pittsburgh. But in my opinion, I think Bailey Ober has a good matchup. It's a little bit of a juice line, but I do think he has a good setup against a Texas team who has not been hitting that well. And even on the last few times, he's done very well. On the head-to-head, I think they played earlier this year. He gave up 2 earned runs to them, and that was in Minnesota. So in Global Light Stadium, Rangers, it's a dome stadium, so there won't be like a weather effect that could, deter or help him. But I do think Bailey Ober has a decent matchup, and he's been doing very good and not letting up runs. So Bailey Ober is my first play. All right, then the second play I want to talk about is a risky one. Obviously, it's not too many games to go through. Obviously, not all the lines are out right now. But I did want to talk about it. I've been doing pretty good with some of these plays. So I want to talk about one guy. And this one, hear me out a little bit. Hear me out. So I want to talk about my man, Zach Wheeler, and over on his walks. They'll be playing at home where he's been giving up a ton of walks, man. 80% over this line. He's giving up. He averages, and even the median's 2 walks per game. I'm 2 for 2 on the walks allowed on the over, and he has a decent matchup, man. He's be going against the Washington Nationals, who actually have been forcing a decent amount of walks, man. Like, they're a little bit above league average, 11th. One of the highest walk to K rates for I've seen so far. Let me see. ranked third right now, 0.5 walk to K rate, and he's been, not the highest walk rate pitcher, but still above in the higher percentile, below 50%, which in this case would be a positive thing for walks allowed. And just take a look at his last few games. Not even just away, not even just at home, but away, 70% over this line. Gave up 2 walks to Arizona Diamondbacks, 3 on the Yankees, 2. The guy, at least in the last 5 on its own, has been 80%. He's been hitting at an 80% clip in the last 10 at home. The last 5 at home, 80% clip. I'm not just going off the trend. I do think even the matchup plays into the favor of more walks for him. Give up 1 walk in like the first few innings. And he also pitches decently deep into games. The reason why he hasn't been pitching too deep is because the pitch count rises because he walks guys, man. He's been walking 3 guys. That's at least, at least 4 pitches, right? That at least 4 pitches, because hit by pitch does not count. He's been giving guys like 7, 8, 9 pitches. That's why he hasn't pitched super deep, 5 innings, 6 innings. So I think Zach Wheeler, even though he's an excellent pitcher, Phillies are huge favorites in this game. I think the Nationals can get some walks, force some walks, and the odds aren't that bad. -130, -121 on Caesars. I like the spot for Zach Wheeler to give up 2 walks, and hopefully I can go 3-0 on this walk prop. But guys, this is gonna be a little bit of a short one. These are the 2 spots I do like. Bailey Ober under on his earned runs at under. Let me see. Let's make sure. I'll make sure it's under 2.5 because I don't want to mistake myself. So Bailey Ober under 2.5 earned runs is the first pick, and the last one is Zach Wheeler. We just went over Zach Wheeler over 1.5 walks. But guys, if you've been enjoying the content, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below if you want a free chance to get a free daily card. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the love. I'll see y'all in the next one.